Do you ever feel like your time has just been robbed of you? I know we have. And so on today's episode, we're going to talk about a proven productivity method for getting your time back and compelling you to complete the tasks that you need to complete. It's an ideal week, and we're going to talk about that right now. So, what is an ideal week? Let me kind of answer that with a question. What could it look like if over a 7-day period you blocked out time to achieve your most important weekly tasks and responsibilities and prioritize your most important weekly appointments? And what would it look like if all that blocked time became your weekly recurring ideal schedule so that you knew exactly what you were going to do, when you were going to do it, and where you were going to do it? Living by an ideal week has been an absolute game changer for me. So, what are the advantages of living according to an ideal week? Glad you asked. Number one, it makes it crystal clear what important tasks and responsibilities you have to complete on a weekly basis. What are those recurring appointments that you have every week that you know you need to attend, you know you need to accomplish? Having an ideal week makes all of this crystal clear. Number two, an ideal week lets you fill into your calendar your most critical responsibilities, leaving far less time for unimportant time wasters. Number three, knowing what your week is going to look like and the important tasks that you have to accomplish is highly motivating and will increase the likelihood that you will complete the things that you know you need to do that week. So, how do you start? It's simple. What method for planning your days do you already use? Is it a calendar? Is it a paper appointment book? Is it an app? Is it a digital calendar? It doesn't matter. Whatever system you currently use will work perfectly in creating an ideal week. Okay, firstly, begin by putting in your most important non-negotiable appointments that you have on a weekly basis. This might be your school classes, this might be your work hours, this might be your church or small group times. Put them in first and foremost. Get those sort of big rocks into your calendar on a weekly basis. Next, put in your most important tasks, those things that you know you have to complete on a weekly basis. When are you going to do schoolwork? When are you going to eat or sleep? When are you going to exercise or work out? The most important tasks that you have to do on a weekly basis, they go in at this point. And now you can populate your calendar with those things that maybe aren't quite as important, but you know you still want to complete them or you still want to attend them. And then after that, you're going to notice as you look at your calendar, you don't have that much extra free time to fill in with things that are frivolous, that are unimportant, or things that you just simply don't want to do. Now, keep in mind that this is an ideal week, not a perfect week. It's unlikely that on every single week you're going to be able to accomplish your ideal week exactly the way you set out to. You know, life happens and that's okay. But the idea is to keep as close as possible to that ideal week structure so that you know that you're still accomplishing the most important tasks and you're attending the most important appointments. And so the key here is to not give up. Even if your ideal week gets completely destroyed one week, the good news is Monday is only a few days away and it gives you the opportunity to start over with your ideal week. So keep it up. Do not give up. Don't get discouraged. Next week is a brand new week. Again, even if this week gets destroyed, start over next week with your ideal week, and eventually you'll form a great habit of accomplishing your ideal week virtually every single week. So this has been kind of a quick flyover of what an ideal week is. Might I suggest that if you want more information about creating an ideal week, would you consider reading Michael Hyatt's book, Free to Focus? Check on the link in the description. And in this book, it's going to show you everything you need to do to create and maintain an ideal week.